Hey, good morning. Here's your 10-minute yoga practice. Stretch and get ready and dance on up to the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in and stretch your arms up overhead like you're taking that first morning stretch. And as you exhale, lower your left arm down by your thigh and reach your right arm up and over, getting a nice stretch through the right side body. Inhale, lift your left arm back up, and exhale, take the right arm down, moving that stretch to the other side. Inhale, both arms lift back up overhead. Lift your gaze just a little bit. Exhale, take your hands behind you and interlace your fingers, creating one big knuckle. Breathing in, lift your chest up, and as you exhale, slowly bend your knees and fold forward. Keep the hands interlaced and lift them up as high as you can comfortably without creating any strain through the fronts of your shoulders. Hold here, and then slowly release your hands. Breathe in. Fingertips to the floor, lift halfway up. And as you exhale, plant your hands and step your right foot back. Hold low lunge before dropping your right knee down to the mat. Leave your right hand on the floor and lift your left arm into the air. Full breath in and out, gently rotating your head. Good. And then slowly return your left hand to the mat, curl your back toes under, move into plank pose. Take a full breath here in plank pose, and as you exhale, lower your knees to the mat and lower your chest and torso down to the floor in one piece. Point your toes, inhale, lift into cobra pose, and as you exhale, curl your toes and send your seat back towards your heels. And then into child's pose, stretching the soles of your feet. Breathing in, spring back forward into plank pose, and as you exhale, take it into downward facing dog. Breathe in and out here for several breaths, comfortably rooting the feet into the floor, palms, fingertips, and thumbs into the mat. Taking a deep breath in, lift the heels and step to the front of your mat. Torso comes halfway up before you refold over your legs. Inhale, lift your arms around and up towards your ceiling or the sky if you're outside. And exhale, palms come back to rest in front of your chest. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up, reaching for the ceiling. Exhale, lower that left hand back to the side, reinitiating that side stretch. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, taking it to the other side. Right arm down, left arm up and over. Inhale, arms lift back up to frame the head. Exhale, take your hands behind you, interlacing your fingers. Breathing in, lift the sternum, the chin slightly. And as you exhale, bend your knees and folding forward, letting those arms release up and back. Maybe they go a little further this time, tucking your forehead in towards your shins. On your next inhale, release the hands back towards the floor and lift halfway up, coming into half forward fold. And as you exhale, this time your left foot's going to step back to your mat and dropping your left knee down to the mat. Keep your left hand down, breathing in, lift your right arm up this time, taking your twist to the right. Full breath in, full breath out. Relax your tongue, relax your jaw, try not to sink into that left shoulder. Lower your right hand to the floor, curling the left toes under. Let's come into plank pose. Lower your knees to the mat, then lower the rest of yourself to the floor through bent elbows. Point your toes. Inhale, lift into cobra pose. Exhale, curl the toes. Send your seat back towards your heels. Briefly into child's pose, stretching the soles of your feet. Breathing in, spring forward back into plank pose. And exhale, take it into downward facing dog. Pause here. Breathing. Then lifting the heels and step up to the front of your mat. Inhale, lifting halfway up. And exhale, refold over your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms wide around and up to frame your head. And exhale, take your hands down to rest in front of your chest or down by your sides. Just a brief pause. And then we'll take a nice drop down to hands and knees, moving closer to the floor. Good. Then standing on your shins, if that feels a little bit uncomfortable, you can take a blanket and lay it along the center of your mat. This is kind of nice as we'll use it again later. So walk your knees out onto your mat, take your palms, sweep them behind you, fingertips and thumb tips pointing down, just resting on the back of the pelvis. Elbows are just going to squeeze together here as you lift your sternum and your chin slightly. Pelvis presses forward as well, coming into this modified Ustrasana or camel pose, before lowering your hips down, arms by your legs into child's pose. Just getting that gentle morning back bend. Let the shoulders release down towards the floor and slowly come back up. Swing your legs forward. We're going to roll this little blanket up into a tube and set it over to the side to sit on. Okay, so we're almost there into the end of our 10-minute practice. Briefly, we'll kind of settle into our nice comfortable seat for meditation. Take your peace fingers of your right hand and fold them in towards the thumb pad. Place your thumb to the right nostril flare and your ring finger to your left nostril flare. Block the right nostril and breathe in through the left side. Hold, block both nostrils before you exhale and breathe out through the left side. Breathe back in through the side you just inhaled out from. Hold, block both nostrils before you exhale out the opposite side. Alternating the breath as it moves in and out of each nostril. Do this for about 3 rounds. Breathing in through one side, pause, exhale out the opposite side. Inhale through the side you just exhaled from, pause, and exhale out the opposite side. And that would be 1 round. As you're doing this, relax your forehead. Try to relax the tops of your shoulders. And the mechanics of the process slip away as you start to create balance in the breath and the body with this alternate side nostril breathing. And then the next time that you happen to be breathing out through the left side, or the side you began with, you'll lower your right hand down to the thigh or knee and watch your breath coming and going. See your breath moving in through both nostrils, joining at a point just behind the center of your forehead. See your breath as effortless. The skin, the planes of your face, relaxed and soft. We're still here. Finding quiet and stillness in our seat and with a connection to our breath. Dropping awareness into that point just behind the center of your forehead. Slowly bring yourself back as you breathe in deeply and exhale, lower your chin towards your chest. Then you'll move back to your mat, take that little rolled up blanket and place it behind your thighs or knees. Lay down onto your mat, let your arms go out to your sides, legs comfortably wide, as with your arms, resting on your back. Just for about half a minute or so. Longer if you like, but I did promise you a 10-minute practice. And then stretching your arms up overhead, wiggle your toes, flex your feet at the ankles. Come on back up. And there you have it.